Ladies and gentlemen, and others in chat, welcome to another drawing stream. We are continuing our bold strike into continuous strike into Inktober 2025. And for the 19th prompt, it's iceberg, if I remember correctly. Just straight up iceberg. Or Arctic. Arctic, iceberg, it's pretty synonymous with the Arctic, so. And since we're dealing with a water reflection, we have symmetry roller. Yay! I'm wondering if we're just gonna be absolute mad lad and just paint with light instead, basically. Something like that. If that is the light side of our... Right, and then it goes up like such. Right, something like that. Ooh, look at that, chat. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. Yeah, I can work with that. Okay. So then all of this, we want to leave some, all of that is, there we go. So there's our block in. Crude as it may be, but you know. We start big and then we go medium and then we go small, or I have a tendency of just going straight to small, but can't all be perfect, I guess. So what to talk about today? It is an unexpected board game night later with my buddy Pal. We're gonna be playing some Gloomhaven, which we are nearing the end of. We have a smaller stick-out shape, which needs to be a heck of a lot smaller, but yeah, we have a stick-up shape here. And are they included? Yes, they are, barely. So we will just have some really and we have this triangular shape here, which is this, I believe that is included. Yes, it is. It just needs to go all the way to the edge, and we can fix that. We can just work. There we go. Keep it simple. And what else? Yeah, I'm continuing with my front-end web development thing, and that's going pretty nice. Today I discovered the power of comments, because I'm just going through all the different elements, is what I believe what they're called. So it's like paragraphs and headings and colors, and it's bold, it's italic, it's subscribed, super subscribed, marked and those sorts of. And I'm just writing this down, all of these examples, into a single HTML document in the most basic, bare bones text editor. I'm having a blast with it, chat. It's not much, but like it's fun, it's exciting, and you're like, oh yeah, look. You're building something. You type in some very basic code and go like, oh, look at that, look at this shiny. Neurons activate, like no joke. And start just really big. All right. And today, excuse me, learning the power of comments, which is just basically me sitting there being that obnoxious kid at work and go like, all right, I'm gonna write down freaking everything to help me understand better just what the heck is going on. Writing down in my own words, go like, this thing does this. Right? It's really that simple. This is bold. This command here, or this element, allows you to make bold text. And I'm like, that is very, very, very basic, but it helps me to, not only do I write the code in its entirety, like, oh yeah, this is I try to change them around a little bit so that the examples are also in my own words. And also the comments are also in my own words, so that I can explain to myself that, hey, you know, this is how, if you want bold text, this is how you do it. If you want line break, this is how you do it. So hopefully I can, and from what I understand it, you're not expected to like memorize all of that stuff right out the freaking gate, but oh, yeah. So, and since we are approaching the excuse me, end of Inktober, it's approaching. Time flies by very fast. It's just like 1 week left. No, it's 2 weeks left. Dull. So kind of need to ideally prep for some sort of streaming art schedule thingamabob for not necessarily all of November, but like I would like to have a sustainable routine, do more than just these basic 2 values studies. And just trying to figure out some, you know, fun little names or themes for the different things. Like, I don't know, Sexy Sunday, where we'll just do studying from some sexy babes references. Obviously, things need to be PG because, you know, YouTube, and I suppose Twitch and Kick as well. And yeah, hopefully I'll also do something about this freaking cough. Doesn't look very good, chat. Because at least this morning I was like slugging my brain around. I was feeling a little heavy-headed. Like, are we talking? Are we talking common cold here, chat? Probably nothing serious, but it is the season for common cold, so yeah, you might hear it in my voice as well. Blah 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 blah. But yeah, just cleaning up some of these edges here. Making it a bit sharper. That is a triangle, chat. Probably needs to be a bit bigger, but it's a triangle. So something like that. But is it in the right spot? Kinda. Good enough. And this shape here kind of just pitters off into some sort of interesting get out of here. And we have a bit of a shadow shape here. And we have a chunky boy over here. And we do have, like, how does that work? Cuts. The black cuts into it like that. And yeah, I guess that's kind of how it works. Give it some shape. I don't know how much of that tiny texture we're gonna get in on this sucker. But yeah, okay, the placement isn't that bad. Alright, it doesn't have that corner there, so get rid of that. I mean, that's kind of dope, chat. At least from a distance. And with these quick, messy studies, it's kind of just all that I'm interested in. It's almost like thumbnails. It's like, yeah, okay. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. Yeah, so streaming schedule, because normally when I used to practice, I didn't draw every single day. But I tried to shoot for like 5 days a week. But I might be flexible. I was flexible with which days were my off days. And I think that sounds like my my laundry is ready, so let me just save this real quick. And I'll be right back. Well, don't touch that dial, chat. Don't touch it. I should probably look into how to change the settings on my headset so it doesn't pause. Like, I get that it would pause the music if I remove the headset, but for some reason here it just, no, I'm gonna pause it when you put your headphones back on, because that makes perfect sense. Anyway, now that we've put our laundry in the dryer, we can actually focus on the stuff that actually matters. Stuff like that, because we have that little... Yeah, we're taking some creative liberties there, chat. And, okay, there are some... If that's the big blobby, then we have some smaller shapes here, and then a big long one over here. I'm kind of just interested in the rough... Oh, look at that, chat. That is like the big benefit of the system. This kind of an exercise, because you learn to gauge the placement of things. And oh, now you have this little cool little guiding line here. That's neat. That's nice. It's nice, chat. Right? Yeah. The advantage of sitting here talking to myself is that, hey, there's no chat to disagree with me. So I can ask, hey, is this a masterpiece? And everybody go like, yes it is. Why? Because I said so. And there's nobody in chat to contradict me. Not even the bot pushers. Kicksans, the bot merchants. The bot guild is I don't know. They don't. Apparently, they don't have the weekend shift. There is no weekend shift in the bot guild. I don't mind though. Or I suppose on some point I do mind, because like it's like, come on, I'm not. My stream is so bad. You're not even going to You're not even gonna try. You don't even want to put some bots at me. Aww. Doesn't matter. I don't care. I care a little bit, but not enough that I would kind of like, you know what? Let's do the bot thing. I'd rather not. And there's that one. Yeah. It's a bit tricky because, like, it's a wide shot. Chat. It's a wide shot. And it kind of like down, but now it's also like a little bit asymmetry, which is visual interest and stuff like that. It's kind of on point. Those are a little bit off, but who cares? Is there anything else? I kind of have it, like, in broad. Oh, hang on. There was a big... There's apparently... Oh yeah, this white triangular thing here. Right, just... I don't know. Something like that. Or actually, it would actually benefit from having that around because it is a round corner. There might be something balance. You don't want everything to be jagged and pointy. You want some softness to it. You don't want it to be too repetitive. Yeah. Okay, I'm seeing it, chat. I'm seeing it. And then it kind of like, now what? We're only halfway through the stream. What are we supposed to do? What am I supposed to do, chat? Just sit here and listen to the lo-fi music and play? Nah. Can't do that, chat. Shouldn't do that, chat. But we can talk about, like, things that I have. Because I went onto Pinterest. Oh, by the way, I just saw a video today of Sam Does Art, where apparently Pinterest has like this anti-AI filter thing. You can opt out of getting AI slop in your on your Pinterest feed and go like, yay. Because this value studies things got me thinking. All of these Inktober things got me thinking. So it's like, all right, like color theory is complex and all of that. Like you can make it simple by just, you know, one flat layer, one shadow layer, and one highlight layer, and call it a day. I did experiment with that, like trying to replicate the style, the rendering style of the reincarnated King of Fists, which is a webtoon that can be read on Tapas. Absolute slaps. Great humor. Great art. Absolutely, totally based storyline. Great. It falls a little bit into the whole horny art a little bit every once in a while, but you know. Whatever. So you could do that. But also another thing is like I always admire like manga who like how much they can squeeze so much out of so little, right? To a certain extent, yeah, and I've touched on this before. Like this is it. Like granted, I'm working on a 60% gray background because I don't want to flashbang myself. But what I thought about earlier today before stream was like, all right, like if you, because I seem to remember somewhere along the line that 5 values is the norm. I don't go like, okay, because you can do halftones. I'll probably do a stream on that and like where we experiment with halftones, which is essentially just a lot of tiny little dots that are just next to each other, which creates this illusion. You probably guaranteed seen it, certainly in older mangas. I don't think that they do it too much today. I think they more or less just go pure gray, like solid gray a la this. Different shades of it though, but whatever, right? Excuse me. But I was thinking, since you can do halftones in Krita, I was kind of like thinking, all right, if we're gonna do a comic, if we're gonna do a manga or something equivalent, replicate that vibe, that style. It's talking about that furry isekai thing with a tiger dude that reincarnated as a tiger. We're gonna use World Without Numbers as a baseline. Right, so the idea that I had was go like, all right, 5 values, and go like, all right, you have pure black, which is what we're doing here, but you also have pure white, and then you have a 50% gray, or this one is 60, but whatever. And then you have like 75% gray and 25% gray, right? So then you go from 25 to 50 to 75 gray, and then you also have, obviously, you have 100% gray, which would be pure black, and 100% and 0% gray, which would be pure white. Then you have like a decent spectrum. Obviously, you don't have to use absolutely everything, all the values all the time, but it can help different. It can help you create enough of a value gap between things. But okay, like let me just cook here. Do a quick little experiment here. We're just gonna, okay, so here's our pure white, and then we're just gonna go this in, and we're just gonna go this into like 75. Come on, go down to 75. 75. Keep it simple, right? And then it goes down to flat 50. You see what I'm saying, chat? And then we're going down to 25. And then obviously you will have 0, which is what we have right. I think that can work, chat. I think that can work. Right. Even if you're doing, yeah. You need to do, then you need to do halftones, but we're not going to bother with the halftone debacle. Today. We could save that for another stream, but that's the idea. So put a pin in that, chat. Put a pin in that. And I will probably have to find another playlist. Because in all honesty, even though this is kind of just chill background music, I am getting a little bit tired of this playlist. But I have found, because the... where is it? Yeah, Pixabay. Great site. Mm. Speaking of music, chat, like I still a baby when it comes to streaming. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just throwing random stuff at the wall, hoping that it will stick. But I'm also kind of like, so I'm kind of hoping that my yeah, I said, oh, blah, 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 blah. I kind of completely lost my thought here. The idea is basically that I got a message from Twitch that my I was trying to set up a VOD for it and keeping VODs on Twitch, even though they will delete it after a while. We're like, ah, yeah. So after 60 days or something like that. Excuse me. And then we're like, ah, yeah, there's some copyrighted intent. And we're like, it is copyrighted, but I also, because I get the same message on YouTube, but it's okay because the it just gets flagged like it is copyrighted, but the creator has also put in metadata like, yeah, it's cool, it's okay, you can use it for YouTube and you're not gonna get blasted into oblivion, which is really, really nice of them. So I'm just trying to create a playlist of a playlist that is long enough that people like doesn't get as repetitive as this one. But I still like that lo-fi vibe thing, kind of, because that's the kind of music that I listen to, and that's my stream, and I... How does that song go? It's my party and I can cry if I want to. It's my stream and I can listen to the music that I want to. Doesn't sound quite the same, chat, if I'm gonna be honest with you, but yeah, there we go. So yeah, that's that's how it goes. And I'm really on the yapping train today rather than the drawing train, but you know, hey, that's how it goes, baby. And I have no idea why I'm trying to sound like Ethan frickin' Becker. But, you know, why not? Ethan Becker is nice. Like, he confused me in the beginning. I remember his content confused the crap out of me in the beginning. They're like, wait, is this a bit, or are you like legitimately just... And then you go like, oh, it's a bit. He loves us. He loves us. Yeah. Let's see if we can get rid of that. Like, yeah. It's not the greatest of the greatest, but oh, I just noticed. It's one of those things, like, you don't necessarily see everything all at once right away. Why am I trying to make movie titles? Like, I don't know, something like that. But yeah, like I know it's like, oh yeah, there's this little streaky line up there, and go, yeah, okay, cool. I didn't notice that, and it's one of those things, like, not everything, even though it's simple and you're simplifying it, there's so much stuff going on that not all of it pops out to you right away, and you kind of go like, it looks a little bit empty, it looks a little bit bare, like, what can we add to it? But not everything pops right at you right out the gate. But that's just how it goes, chat. That's just how it goes. Oh, we're just vibing. Yeah. And there's the look and feel and vibe of my, my overlays and whatnot. Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't do that on stream, but like, can't see my. I'm only sharing my Krita with you anyway, so. Just gonna for. If I just log in. Yeah, but I'm... And it take, like, they changed it, chat. They really... Yeah, but like, I want to get into the... Yeah, it's really weird because like, it takes me to my profile page, which is fine, fair enough, but I want to access my overlays, and I'm like, I can't access them. It's so weird. Whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna fiddle with that on stream. I have better stuff to do on stream, right, chat? So, is there anything else we can do with this? Look at the reference. No, I'm actually kind of happy with it. The more that I look at it, it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna kind of want to call it quits. What's next? Prompt Arctic Rivals. Rivals. Rivals, and I have picked another chessboard, but this time chessboard with players, just to make it even more interesting. But hey, yeah, I think that will be interesting. We're just gonna simplify the ever-living crap out of that chessboard. Oh, why? I'm so... Oh well. You live and you learn, chat. You live and you learn. Let's export this. I'm just gonna call it good enough. Not perfect, but we're not doing perfect here, chat. We're settling for good enough. Good enough is done. All right. And I do get some likes. Single digits, but I don't care. Put in the alt text. Done. Get my hashtags in, copy paste. And this is day 19 of Inktober 2025. On A. You won't guess this. Yeah, it is based on a photo. Jean-Christophe Andrea. And we will post that. And we will create the new post on PixelPed as well, because I don't know, why not? Alright, but I think that will be it, chat, for today. Thank you so much for stopping by. And tomorrow's stream will be at 6 p.m. Until then, keep drawing, keep having fun, and I'll see you soon. Alright, bye-bye.